So at the time of this episode airing, I will have my first wedding of the year at the weekend.
Because it'll be Valentine's weekend.
Yes, Valentine's wedding.
Nice.
It's starting.
So are you doing Valentine's wedding and Valentine's?
Oh, I've got a lot on, which I will tell you about. Yes, I'm very busy. Very
Tell
busy.
me all about it.
I will.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
And I'm Hayley.
And we are your wedding planning experts.
Here to spill the tea on the inside of wedding planning and everything that goes with it.
Expect our honest opinions, the real juice on what happens on a wedding day.
With a few tips thrown in between.
And also just a chat between friends.
And of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And let's get you wed! Finally, we're here.
We're here. We made it.
We made it, guys.
And it's Valentine's. Happy Galentine's.
Oh, happy Valentine's.
Yeah, because this will be airing literally like 2 days before, won't it?
Yeah, this will be, so the 13th is Galentine's Day, isn't it?
Is it? I just thought
so.
it was the same day.
No, I think it's the 13th.
Is there an actual date for it? I just thought it was just a thing.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're single and you've got your friends instead, you call it Galentine's instead of Valentine's.
Yeah, so
I didn't realise it was a day.
You know, it's it is. It's on February 13th.
Oh,
ladies celebrating ladies holiday.
Ladies.
So it came from that show Parks and Recreation. I didn't know that. Have you ever watched that?
No, I never even heard of it.
No, I've heard of it, but I've never watched it, to be fair.
So how does your Valentine's weekend look then?
Oh, busy, very busy. So I've got I think I said before, but I'm basically doing this like flower bar at a Pilates workshop.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, so I'm building like this little bar with like buckets of flowers, and then people will choose them and wrapping them, and I've been like designed some stickers and like it's just making it real cute.
Yeah.
And then so I'm doing that on the 12th, and then on the 13th, actually, I've got a big funeral, which I wouldn't normally mention on a wedding podcast, but I actually started. So basically, it's really sad. So I got this call from this guy who I did his wedding, and I was like, oh, you know, how are you? And he was like, not great. I was like, oh god. And basically, his wife passed away.
No.
Yeah, so sad. I literally had like when he rang me, I was like shocked. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, how long ago was their wedding?
It was literally just before COVID. So it would have been 2019.
That's really sad.
Really sad, but what's even more sad is that where I work in Stukely, that's where he's from, and I had literally done their flowers from when he was like dating her. He would get flowers from me, and he was really specific about what he wanted.
That's really sad.
Yeah, it's really sad. So I used to do their flowers for that. Then I did their flowers, and they got married, and then obviously and then they've asked me to do the flowers for a funeral, so the whole family's like been in touch. So but it's really sad, and so hopefully, I will do them justice. I will do some lovely flowers, but nice bright colours as well. They've got lots of pinks, which will be lovely. So nice tribute to her. But
that's really sad.
yeah, it is, isn't it? I felt he's like rang me, come off the phone, and I felt really like, you know, when something like shocks you, you're like,
100%.
Shivers, you know.
Yeah. We once had that. We had a groom, he was in a car accident 3 weeks after the wedding and passed away, and it was like really
shocking.
Really hard.
It's just like the shock.
It's just really, really horrific.
That's horrible. Awful.
Was she ill?
I think so, yeah. She was, from what I gather, I didn't actually ask, but from what I gathered from what people have said, they've said, while she was ill, she would like having like sunflowers, so they want to use sunflowers.
Nice.
So that's quite sad. So
brighter note, how was your Valentine's Day looking?
Anyway, on actual Valentine's Day, I've got lots of orders for people that want to, you know, share the love, which is great, amazing, because it's on a Saturday this year, so that's quite nice. So people are indulging and buying their other halves lots of lovely flowers. So thank you very much. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. You need to send Martin a message.
And then obviously got a wedding. So, and they've gone red roses. They're having red roses. roses, flex petals. So
I just love.
Nice.
I watched this whole TikTok or Instagram reel or whatever the hell the other day, where this florist was like basically making a bunch of like, I don't know, it must have been like 50 red roses because it was huge, and I just couldn't stop what she was like. You know how you were saying, like spinning them around and pulling all the stuff off the stem and then putting them all together. And just having this like full tight.
I might actually
just red roses.
I think I might do like a what do you call it? What's the time lapse where I do like a big one this year. Yeah, I love making the big ones, the big ones. But I tell you, they really hurt your hands.
Stop watching this one that she was like, when she was making it, I was like, oh my god, it just looks so nice at the end. Where it's just like all this great pure red roses.
I have to say, I really love red roses. And when me and Richard got married, actually, he when his sister came to, because she was a bridesmaid, stayed at the hotel the night before with us all, he'd sent a big bunch of red roses for me, like as a little like note, to say like see you tomorrow kind of thing. Yeah. I kept all the petals though; they're dried in a jar.
Oh, that's really nice. Love that.
They still smell nice.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I know a lot of people are a bit like roses, but I just don't think you can be. I just love a rose.
Oh, I love a rose,
and in all different colours. And that one we did last year, and those like nudie tones, and I took home a big bunch of them.
Oh, they were so nice. Yeah.
Oh, they're beautiful, and the ones for our wedding, and I had like them bright pink ones, and so
many different varieties you can get now, and also the well, I keep finding ones that have a really nice scent, and for years they'd sort of grown the scent out, but I found quite a few lately. They've got a lovely scent to them, so it's good. But
my friend loves an orange rose.
Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, I've got an orange rose wedding this year. Oh, they've been very particular about the orange rose.
That's probably what it should be like.
There's very different shades of orange.
Oh, she likes the bright ones.
Yeah, but so that's how my Valentine's is looking in terms of work. And then for me and Richard, we're actually going to the theatre on the
nice
on the 13th in the evening. So we're going to see a horror called It Walks Around the House at Night. So it's actually quite frightening, I think. But we are.
Scary.
We do love our horrors. Nice. So hopefully
the acting's good.
Happy Valentine's. Scary. Now you're going to shoot yourself.
Yeah. Have fun.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. But that's me like social engagement of the weekend. But, how's your week been?
Not bad. I'm going to be really transparent this week. You know, that's what we're here
just
to be.
Just call you Mrs. Cellophane.
We're here to be honest about working in the wedding industry, aren't we? You know,
that is what we say.
It's just I think like this week for me has really highlighted how hard it is to work in the wedding industry, right? Because when you work in the wedding industry, I know a lot of people that own businesses, self-employed, but with our business, you ain't ever getting repeat customers.
Yeah, that's just
especially for me.
Yeah, you're not.
Like, once my couples are done, you ain't ever seeing them again.
Yeah.
You know?
Ciao.
Like, I know for you, they might have the odd bouquet, but even for you, that's not big work.
Oh, no, absolutely
not.
No.
And if you go into a wedding in, like, the Cotswolds or London, they're not going to be buying a bouquet.
No, they wouldn't. So that's very true.
You're always, it doesn't matter if you've been in business for 2 years or 20 years, you've got to focus on your marketing because your customers are always, you could have a really, really good year, but you've always constantly got to get new customers.
You need to be, you're always pushing it, like, to be seen by new clients,
it's not like, you know, like the trade industry, it might be that they have something else done in their house, or, you know, and it's a lot more, my mum needs doing something or whatever, you know, and there's a lot of trades where you've got just, or businesses that have the same customers again and again and again, you know, like accountants and solicitors and people like that, you know, you're always, you have those regular clients who are paying you every month. Our industry is not like that. No. So we've always got to get new people. Also, guys, buy-in trends. Jesus. Like, I just can't keep up. Like, I was thinking about this, right? All the weddings that I've got for 2026, they all booked between January, February 2025, right? Yep. So they were all booking probably like, you know, 15 to 18 months out before their weddings, All the weddings they did last year, 2025, booked October, November 2024. So I remember finishing 2024 with not much on the books for 2025, having a bit of panic set in.
Yeah.
But it was fine because it all then came in. So those couples were booking like 8-9 months out before their wedding. So the trends are just
so
constantly changing.
Yeah.
So you can imagine between October and March, I had 6 really, really good months. And now you kind of sit here and you're like, well, should 2027 be picking up now? Is it too early? Will it be picking up in October?
Yeah,
you just don't know.
Yeah, you just don't. This is a scary thing about, especially for the wedding industry, is because it kind of does, like you say, it's following how people were spending their income, you know, like their disposable income, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because you and I think as well, you never know, because you think, oh well, it's been hard this year, like with the people haven't got a lot of money and the cost for living, but then actually I've had people spending more on their weddings this year, like
exactly.
So have they been saving for?
We've had harder years and been just as busy. So
it's almost like people have done like a couple of years of saving and then they've booked. Now they're booking. Like I noticed as well, like for this year, people booked me like further in advance. Like, so I don't know, but
it's hard, isn't it? And it just that self-employed anxiety kicks in.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, like this week it's been a bit of self-employed employment anxiety going on. So you know, and you're looking through, and I'm making sure that we're doing everything we need to be doing. Yeah, you're like,
what am I doing wrong? Have I got everything right? Like, are people seeing me?
Exactly. What can I cut back on? What do I not need to be spending money on? I'm massively on that train right now.
Yeah.
And also, people forget as well that, like, this year we've got a good year coming up, but you take a lot of your money, especially with planning. So these people that are booking 18 months out, well, they pay me an initial deposit, they pay me halfway through their process. So they've paid a lot of their money.
Yeah.
And as you know, that final payment, a lot of it goes towards, you know, accommodation, transport, staff on the day, like all those logistics bits you need. You don't actually get your full pay, really, do you?
No.
So, managing the numbers at the minute. And also, every year for the last 2-3 years, I've said I want to focus a bit more on corporate. And every year I say that, I then get really busy with weddings and I don't focus on corporate. So this year, I'm going to focus a bit more on corporate. So
you heard it now, guys.
You've heard it now. And guys, if you're listening, if you work in a company, you might be in HR. It's normally like HR, procurement. They're the ones that get lumbered with the awards parties and the exhibitions and the Christmas parties. If that's you or your friend Karen in procurement is stressed, and you know where I am. Hit me up.
This is Let's Get You Corporate, the new corporate podcast.
I love corporate, and that is my background as well. I did corporate events for years, and I love going.
What do you love about it? What makes you like it so much?
I think because they're all so different, and you feel part of the team. Like I did that 2-week event.
Yeah,
with
that was really
last
cool.
year.
Yeah,
and I loved it. And I was like part of the gang, and you like
part
wear
of
their
the gang.
uniform, and you know you go into their offices. Like when I worked for them before, their main office is based in Leicester. Obviously, the region that I worked with last year was in a different country, so I didn't go to their office. But when I worked for the Leicester branch, who then recommended me to the branch that I then worked for last year, that I'd go into their offices and I'd just sit with the gals and take me
have a chat,
really
nice.
And I do think there is like less. I don't know, not less emotion. There is obviously people still care, but there is like. And there is still pressure.
Yeah, I know what you mean, though. It's a different kind, isn't it, than a wedding day? No, I get what you're saying.
And it's just fun. Like, so when you've got a really good exhibition, if you're doing like a week-long exhibition and they've got people coming in and they want to showcase what they do, and they've always got like good budgets as well. Like, we're going to like build this. I remember we built out like a factory into like this cool, like immersive experience. And it was just like,
I remember you saying like you had like this whole kind of like, essentially like wasn't it like offices inside the exhibition?
That was last year. So that was so that was almost like that was like a trade show. And they're built out, and they would build like off small offices,
village inside a
instead of in a stand
exhibition.
It was just a
stand,
like a I don't even know, 20 metre by 20 metre stand. Yeah, it was probably far bigger than that. It weren't 20 metres by 20 metres. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
That's kind of been my focus a little bit this week, because it is something that I've wanted to focus on, so I'm doing that.
I find it hard this time of year because I always think I've got a bit of a break between like I don't know, after Christmas, between now and I don't know, normally it's like May, And I'm like, yeah, nice. So I'll, relax and I'll work on the business, blah, blah, blah. And it'll be really good. But then I'm like, oh my God, I've got no work. And then like even though I've like said, do you know what I mean? Like, even though I don't know, I think it is genuinely like the being self-employed thing. You're just still, because you're paying you know what I mean? My bills are still coming out, but I've got nothing coming in.
Yeah, mine's a little bit different because we're always busy. Like we're
it's like all the time.
Yeah, so you guys are more like
we have
on
like
the
a
event.
season. Yeah.
Whereas we are all year round. Like this is one of my busiest times a year, and like I say, we split. You just got. I think when you're self-employed, especially in the wedding industry, you've just got to be so clever with money. You've got to, when you've got good years, and I've had that. We've had really good years, and I've just left money sitting there, and people are like, you're doing really well. Why not spending X, Y, Z? And I'm like, I don't want to. I'm too scared. No, I'm always got money.
It's like being proactive, though, isn't it? Rather than like reactive. Like you need to save it in case, and like but that's being business minded.
Business savvy, guys.
Yeah.
Business savvy. So that's been a bit of my focus this week is, like I say, what we doing, what we working on, what we not going to spend money on anymore.
Yeah.
what are we going to focus on? Focus a little bit more on corporate.
Yeah.
And and just see what happens with these wedding booking trends for 2020, because it is still really early for me. A lot of my couples do book. The trends are 9 to 12 months in advance, but you do still just always have that anxiety. And I know wedding business owners that have been in business for years, and you'd look at them and be like, they're doing really well for themselves, and they have years where they're like, it's dire this year.
Yeah, and also I think anyone can portray who they want to be online, right?
Oh,
so someone could be like, I've noticed that, or I've tried to, especially this year, like I've actually not unfollowed, but you can mute people, like no shade to them, like I'm really glad they're doing well, but I feel like that's a whole thing around, like especially what you're saying, like with anxiety for being self-employed, is like you can't help it. It's like a natural human thing, is that you compare yourself to others
without
and
doubt.
I think it's the same with weddings. Like if you're getting married and you see someone else has put all of this on, you know what I mean? I think, if you know how you want your wedding to be, perhaps you follow people on socials that kind of align with what you want, rather than like looking at what everyone's
like
you might not
weddings.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like
completely agree.
In any aspect of life, that is perhaps something you should do.
And that's where social media is so because you do go on and you can type in Pinterest, like, I don't know, like red rose wedding, and you can see these tables that are filled with beautiful red roses all down the centre of the tables, and then you get in touch with a florist and they're like, it's going to cost £20,000.
And what you might not know from that photo is that was actually a styles shoot, and it wasn't someone's actual wedding. Or
someone had 200 grand to spend.
Exactly. I mean,
because they're the weddings you're going to put online, aren't
they? Of course,
they're the ones that,
absolutely.
That one we did last year together, we
like
are throwing that all over the place.
The hero shot, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. That went on. I was updating all my directories yesterday. That went on every single one,
Damn right it did.
100%. Yeah. So completely get it. So just a little bit of insight into the old self-employment world at the minute. And honestly, I think I did mention this last week, but the meeting bookings at the moment are coming out of my ears.
Yeah.
I went and actually met one of my couples last weekend. I was like, right, let's meet up and let's sit down. I went round their house. Bless them, they were literally in the middle of moving. They were moving the next day.
I'm coming.
Yeah. I'll be
Make
there.
room.
Yeah. And we sat down with our laptops, and we just went through everything. And I'm like, right, because they will get because sometimes it was only the bride that could be at the meetings, not the groom couldn't make it. And then he was getting a bit lost with what was done. And I was like, this is what you got booked. This is what we need to get booked. This is what you need to make decisions on. This is where we are with everything. We ran through all the timings of the day, and we like solidified that. So it was really good. And they said like how helpful it was. And again, it's just a reminder to you guys, sit down and do those kind of things. Take the time to run through things. And go, right, what have we done? What have we got left to do?
Aside.
Yeah, instead of just feeling like, oh my God. Because they felt a bit like, oh my God, there's so much to do. And actually, when we sat down and went through it, and I'm like, we've handled that. That's sorted. That's looked after. We've got, that's in the pipework. I'm working on this. And they're like, oh, great.
Actually, and then you come away feeling better. So it's like when you want to bury your head in the sand, right? Because you're worried about something. But actually, I think if you just go through it bit by bit, like you've said, like sit down with you and have a chat, and then like speak through it. It's actually not as bad as you think.
No. And also, 'tis the season.
Yeah.
We love saying that.
Tis the season.
Tis the season. If you're busy if you're a busy person, if you're a Monday to Friday 9 to 6 kind of person, like a lot of my couples are, 6, 7 o'clock at night they're working till, you need to be getting your meetings in the diary. One of my couples the other day, I booked in 5 meetings for them.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was
Block
stressing
it
me
out
out because, and again, I think I might have moaned about this last week, but suppliers who are like, I'm like, hi, can you let me know, evenings in February that you're available, give me a list of dates, and they come back with like 1 or 2 dates. I'm like, no, I need give me all. I
need
your
more
options.
than that. Yeah, I need everything.
Because I've got to manage 4 diaries here.
Yeah.
Just things
I
like
need more.
menu tastings, hair and makeup trials, final meetings with your venues, site visits that you need to do with your florists, your photographers, whoever, engagement shoots. Get them booked in if you're busy, because what's going to end up happening is like,
the diary's going to fill up.
Couples, the diary starts filling up, and then you're like, oh, you're in the month, and the hair and makeup artist is like, we need to do a hair and makeup trial this month, and then you're like, oh, well, I don't have
the time.
I can only do a Saturday. Well, they can't do a Saturday
of course,
because they're doing weddings.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, completely.
That's my week.
Well, sounds very busy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Crazy.
I've actually got a meeting after this. After we recorded today, I've got a meeting with someone who came in touch via the podcast.
Oh, yes. Exciting. Well, hello. Make sure you book me.
Make sure you book me. If you don't, awkward. No,
when do they get married? 2027?
This year.
This year? Oh, nice.
This year.
See, I'm still getting inquiries for this year, but they're all for the same bloody dates.
I've got one
already booked.
I've got one in April that's just come, like beginning of April, bearing in mind we're February. So that's like it's like 6 weeks away, I think.
Wow.
Because February's a shorter month, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we say that it's like 2 days.
It's like 2 days.
But you're like, it's a short month. Oh my god.
That weekend of 19th, 20th of June, I could have booked that 10 times over. I'm telling you, but I'm okay because I've got the most incredible wedding that weekend. So you don't mind.
You're like, I don't mind. That's fine. So this week is Newsy Bits. So we're going to be going over what we've seen in the wedding industry news, wedding-y stuff, kind of related engagements, all of that kind of shiz.
All the jazz.
And we're just going to basically have a good old chinwag about it. Yeah. So first off, sorry, I am starting on a sad note again, but absolute icon.
Debbie Downer.
I know, I'm so sorry. Catherine O'Hara passed away.
Yeah.
So are you a fan of Schitt's Creek?
No, never watched it.
I just assumed you would be. You seem like the type that would like it.
That's
a good thing.
Well, I don't even know what it's about.
Oh my god.
Maybe is this one of these things that I could start watching?
Yeah.
Has it got like 50
It's funny.
series?
No, I think
funny?
it's like 6 seasons.
Oh, okay.
But it's funny. Yeah, it's funny, and it's
what is it like about a family?
Yeah, it's about a family. So you've got like the mum, the dad, brother and sister, and then they are basically they were rich. Something happens, they have to go and like basically live like scumbags in this like motel. And they're and their surname is shit.
Oh, nice.
But it's got the guy who plays the dad in American Pie with the eyebrows. Have you seen American Pie?
Yeah, I have. But
the big
years ago.
Eugene
I know who
Levy.
you mean.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then his son plays his son in it, and then Catherine O'Hara's the mum, and then there's another actress that plays the sister.
And she was also in Home Alone.
Yes, she was. So, but obviously I suppose if you've not watched it, but if anyone listening has watched Schitt's Creek, they'll know the iconic wedding episode where she officiates the wedding between her son and his partner.
Is it a gay wedding?
Yeah, they're gay. Yeah.
Was it like one of the first ever gay weddings or something? Or didn't we talk about this before?
Possibly.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like we've mentioned this before about it being like quite an iconic wedding because it was like one of the first times it had been aired as a gay wedding or something.
Maybe.
Like,
I'm not sure on that one.
I might be wrong.
Possibly, but she's just funny, and I loved her character in that, and also I love that she dressed as the Pope. So that was absolutely jokes. But
talking of officiating weddings, I'm actually thinking about soon doing an episode, maybe not this month, maybe next month, about like if you're having a friend or family member officiating your wedding, like how to write a script.
Amazing!
To not miss.
Don't use ChatGPT.
Might be a good start. I mean, it's a good starter, but I wouldn't use it to write it entirely.
No.
Have some weird language.
Imagine, I think we were talking the other day, weren't we? Because I called you about something, and I said that basically I'd seen this florist who keeps like posting photos of like their bouquets, and the whole description or the caption on their Instagram is just been written by ChatGPT, but you can tell because it goes on, and it's like the relationship and the beauty between the flowers in it, and I'm like, what the
especially when they used to do like one like 5-word captions.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, some flowers now.
Now it's like, oh my god, the beauty of this rose and the petals and how they look. It's like, oh my god, it's just so over the top. I was like, that is so obvious to me. Surely it's going to be obvious to others. It's a good starter,
but you have to, like, we use it to help us with blog writing and stuff. Like, sometimes I'll turn our transcripts into blogs, you know, so we've been talking about something, turn that into a blog, but you have to go through it, and there's a lot of stuff
you need to actually proofread. It's like but we were kind of talking about it the other day as well, because you remember when you're at school and they used to say you couldn't use Wikipedia? Do you remember that? Now it's the same with ChatGPT. Because people at schools are using it.
Yeah, but I reckon they could probably get away with it, because I remember when I was at uni, they would like put it in some like some kind of
I used to just reword it.
Well, yeah, you used to be able to put it in some software to tell if it had been copyrighted or whatever. Yeah. But with ChatGPT, I feel like it's not like the same stuff coming out all the time, is it? So
who knows?
I feel like uni students probably have it a little bit easier than we did. We were talking the other day, weren't we? That florist that replied to one of my emails.
Oh yeah, that was it.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
It was really, really.
Did you ever get to the bottom of whether it was or not?
No,
we think it was though.
Well, the font was ChatGPT.
Oh, 100%.
It had the hyphens, the bullet points.
Oh, come on.
I was like,
that's just lazy.
Yeah, like at least change the font. And you know how ChatGPT, like in a sentence, every now and then will like italic.
Yes.
What's the word? Italicize?
Oh, I would just
make a word italic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that. It was funny.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, Katie Price is married again.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So, are we surprised though? I mean,
I kind of was, because I thought she was single.
Well, I thought it was funny. Yeah, well, same. Last I heard, she was dating some guy that was on Married at First Sight.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago. Then they split up.
Then she's got away.
She's got a podcast with her sister, hasn't she? Which I've
kind
of listened to a little bit, but not very much. Yeah, so this is the whole like hoo-ha about it, because I think the podcast has come to an abrupt halt, according to The Sun.
Oh my goodness.
Whether that's actually true. Yeah, I think she actually did put on her Instagram saying like we've come to a halt, like whether that's they're just having a break or whatever, because there's been a massive family fallout, because obviously she's kind of got married again.
It's mad.
But was it actually? Do we know? Was it actually a real? Because some people are saying it was a celebrant.
Oh, so okay. I don't know, because see, that's a good point. I wonder, because it was in Dubai, so and then I don't know. Also, and it was out. Actually, the photos they're outside.
Right.
So, like, if that was a certain ceremonies, you can't just be outside, can you? Like for a legal. Is that right? Don't you have to have a structure or something?
Yeah, it's kind of changed nowadays, though. It's a little bit more lenient since COVID, but I don't know what the rules are in Dubai.
So we don't know, but I think literally they got engaged 24 hours later, they've got married, and I'm just wondering, like, would you be able to...
Well, you wouldn't be able to legally get married.
You wouldn't be able to do that,
So she's probably just thinking, screw it. Why not? If it's not actually legal.
Yeah, might as well.
But hadn't they only known each other, like, 9 days before they got engaged?
Yeah, because 9 days before, she's had a chat with this friend, a friend that's got loose lips on the to the Sun or whoever, and said, I'm staying away from men or anything with a pulse. And then 9 days later she's engaged to someone else.
But do you think it's actually true? Like, maybe she was just seeing him for months but hadn't spoke about it and nobody knew, and
there's one thing,
you know, then they say that a
source and it's actually her.
Or it's just no one. The press has just made
made them up. Yeah,
probably. They need a story.
But if there's one thing about Katie Price, like, I mean, she knows how to. I mean, she's marketing herself. She's probably making loads of money off the stories. Like, I remember listening to her on a podcast when she was like, "Yeah, I literally put the stories in the press myself because they'll pay me for my photos. So you might as well pay me and pay someone else."
Things. Do you watch that Olivia Attwood's Price of Perfection?
It's my favourite. I haven't watched the new series, and I absolutely love Olivia Attwood, and I cannot wait to watch it.
I don't know if it was Price of Perfection. I think something else.
Filthy Rich, getting Filthy Rich.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
she's on that. Katie Price is on that. Yeah, and Kerry
Oh.
Katona. That first episode is quite good. It's all about celebs and how they're all going on their OnlyFans and stuff. There.
Oh,
Sorry,
watch that.
Totally unwedding related. But there you go.
Watch it. Also, it was the Grammys just gone.
Yes.
So I was keeping my eye out for any newly engaged couples or people that had recently got married. And I think probably the most famous, I would say, is like Miley Cyrus. She recently got engaged to her other half. So Max Morondo.
She did. Yeah.
So they came, and I just think they're so gothic-y looking, and I think their wedding would be super cool.
Do you reckon they're going to get married like under the slide, or do you think we'll know about it? Like Taylor Swift, are we going to know? Like, we haven't really heard anything about that, have we? Although she did say that she wouldn't get married until after tour, but...
See, I saw, actually, speaking of Taylor Swift, I saw this thing floating around on Instagram the other day of this not a florist. They do a bit of floristry, but they're a grower. They grow loads of flowers, and he'd had like I don't know if it was fake, so it was like Taylor Swift had like basically DM'd him. It might be real, and I'll eat my hat.
Sorry, what? So
Taylor
Swift.
You
get a DM from someone, and then you just print screen it and put it on your Instagram. That's a fail-safe way to lose that
booking. Yeah, it's totally, isn't it? Totally, but apparently.
But how stupid.
That is a bit thick, isn't it?
Like, the first thing you do is tell Instagram. Like, no, the first thing you do is reply to it, get the business.
Get the booking, get that deposit in.
Get that deposit, get that contract signed.
But apparently, yeah, he's doing like, she said, I love your stuff. I've followed you for ages. I'm sure you've seen. I don't know whether it was fake, but anyway, it was like, I like you grow some beautiful flowers, and like basically wants him to grow the flowers for her wedding. I think was. But anyway, I was sorry that I went off on a tangent. Then it's just
so basically, what you're saying is she could be planning her wedding.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying.
Yeah,
wow,
that's what I'm saying.
Nice.
But yeah, we never know, do we? How people are gonna. But because she got married to Liam Hemsworth, didn't she? And I don't remember a big thing about that wedding. Do you?
Well,
Miley Cyrus.
I don't really know a lot about Miley
Cyrus.
So
I reckon it'll be. I think it'll be quite low key. I don't think they'll have like a big.
She's
wedding.
quite young though, isn't she? She's already been married.
Yeah, she was married to Liam Hemsworth, and then they got divorced. Yeah.
How long had they been together? Very long.
They had been together for like 10 years or something.
And what about this Max guy?
They've been together for like 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's probably about. I do tend to find like people in their 30s. She must be in her 30s.
Yeah,
now,
I think she is. Yeah.
Yeah. She. Because I was a little bit. I was probably a bit too old for her, if that makes sense.
Yes,
like when she was big, I was a bit too old.
Yeah, like Hannah Montana.
So,
not my kind of thing.
She must be hitting like 40.
Yeah, I think so.
They're getting engaged when they're like early 20s, longer. Shorter engagements when you're in your 30s.
You feel the pressure in your 30s, don't you, for everything. Then you get to your 40s and you're like, well, what do I do now?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I was going to ask you, what's the quickest engagement to getting married that you've ever dealt with, like with one of your couples?
From engagement to marriage, or is engagement to booking, or
probably to
engagement
marriage?
Engagement to booking. I once had a couple come book the venue before they was engaged. He booked the venue. They come and looked around the venue. Yeah, like, we've been chatting about getting married. We just want to look at our options. He then booked the venue as a surprise, proposed to her, and then was like, I've also booked the wedding. And it was like, so they got engaged at New Year and got married in the July.
Wow.
But I would say in terms of booking, like to say, right, we're getting married. 2023, I had a couple in May start of May book me, and they got married start of September. That was a big wedding as well, 250 people.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
That is.
Wedding, so 4 months.
Oh my gosh.
So but I don't know. I think they had been engaged, but again, I think it was one of those situations. It wasn't like a proper engagement. It was more like, right, let's just get married. Let's get married.
Yeah.
We have that quite often. But I don't know from actually meeting to. I don't think I've had any like real quick like shot like we just met 6 months ago and now we're getting married.
Yeah. I want to do a wedding like that though.
Because I do think people that do that don't get married quick.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like so even if you've met, you get married, you get engaged 6 months later. I find that they're long engagements.
Yeah, that's true. Because they almost like want to make that like promise, don't they?
Yeah.
So like they do that like kind of commitment, and then you can just sort of leave it, you know.
Sometimes you find people are just like chase it.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
But let us know, guys. Maybe somebody listening right now only know if you've known someone less than a year.
Yeah,
let
us
know. Wedding booked. We want to know all about it.
Yeah, we do.
Maybe we should put it as a poll on the old Instagram.
Yeah.
How long have you known each other?
Yeah.
I've also seen in the press this week, have you seen Birkenstocks has launched a wedding range?
I did see this, yes.
Yeah. What did you think?
I mean, I just...
Absolutely ugly was my first thought.
Why? Why? That's all I've got to say. I don't understand it.
Do you know what? I kind of get it. Like Converse do it and places like, I get it for like those evening shoes, and some people love, Birkenstocks are huge. Some people live and die in them, don't they?
Yeah, that's true.
Can't wear them. My feet are too narrow.
Mine are too wide.
Oh.
Well, they're not too wide, but I just don't, they're not comfortable. They're really hard on the bottom to me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, fair. Apparently, like the real ones are really like comfy, but I don't know. I've never, like I say, mine fall straight through the front of them. But they, so I understand, but I don't understand why they've made them so hideous. They literally look awful.
Yeah, they do.
So apologies if anyone's sitting there like so excited to buy their Birkenstocks.
But
they're expensive. Like some of them are up to $1,000.
What?
Yeah.
See, that's just ridiculous.
Money.
Why? Because it's...
I know.
See, this is what annoys me, because this does feel like someone said wedding and then put pound signs on, right? Like,
because a pair of Birkenstocks ain't that much.
Because they're not. No, they're like, what are they, like 80 quid for like a standard pair? I think, roughly.
I don't know. My feet fall out the front.
Yeah, I think that's I would say that's probably like the average price you'd pay for a
yeah, unless maybe it's because of what, maybe they are actual like diamonds in them, or not actual diamonds. There'd be tens of thousands.
Swarovski crystal.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like maybe it is the what is being used on them. And do you know what? I'm all for spending money. We were speaking about shoes recently. I think it's great to spend money on something that you are actually going to wear.
For sure. If you love them, because I'm thinking like, obviously honeymoon. Or if you go,
Birkenstocks, you just wear them all the time, wouldn't you? You'd be like, these are my wedding shoes. You're not wearing your heels again. Well, you can, but not on a regular basis. Whereas, like, you Converse, your Birkenstocks, you're gonna wear them on a norm. But they were hideous.
They are. I just can't imagine them underneath a dress. Do you know what I mean?
No, and again, I think it's more the party, the evening party.
Yeah, but even then, I just was a bit like, no, hun, no.
They were just a bit weird. They just didn't give me very wedding vibes.
So it's Danielle Frankel that's actually designed them.
Right.
So she's a designer.
So that's why they're so expensive, isn't it? Because they've got to pay her a fair whack. But you know, there's ones... Yeah, the ones with the little pearls are quite cute, but they do look like something my nan would wear.
Oh, Lord, sorry.
But the ones with the floral pattern just...
Do you know how much they are? £1,600. And they literally look like a pair of... They look like a pair of slippers. Like you're literally clogs you'd wear out to do your gardening.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
sorry. I'm not a fan. No. And the pictures of, because they've done like, they've done like obviously marketing on it, and the pictures of the women in the dresses, I'm just like, it looks terrible.
I'm sorry.
Not
it's
a fan.
No from me.
Apparently it's the next big wedding trend.
No, it's not.
I don't see it happening.
I don't. I'm sorry, no. God.
And if you're buying some wedding Birkenstocks, let us know.
Yeah, tell us. Do tell us.
I think if I was a Birkenstocks fan, I'd be going and buying a pair of white Birkenstocks and sticking them pearls on myself.
I'm so sorry, but the photos they've done of the ladies in the dresses with them on.
Yeah. See?
I'm offended. Sorry. No. Thing is though, I've got fair play if you don't want to wear like heels or whatever, but they just make your feet look. Do you know what I mean? Like they make your feet look clumpy. They're not. And I feel like elegant, are they?
You're still not going to be able to dance so well in them, are you? Like I bought like canvasy white trainers for mine because obviously they're still, they're fine. But yeah, I feel like them.
I feel like they just keep slipping off your foot though. They're not really a dancing shoe, are they?
Did get changed into Crocs. She had Crocs that matched her bridesmaid's dress.
Yeah,
and she was fine in them. So I don't know.
Well, I love a Croc. I feel like they're trying to do what Crocs have done, but they're not a Croc. You see, the thing about a Croc is it's kind of funny, isn't it? It's like
like they are hideous,
and they're like 30 quid.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Like they're not £1,600. Honestly, I can't imagine laying down that sort of money on that shoe.
Same.
Even if I had it to spend. I'm sorry.
Same.
No.
Same. We need to put that on the socials as well.
So, speaking of Valentine's Day as well, being this week, so in the Philippines, one of their traditions is they do weddings en masse. So hundreds of couples gather in public areas around the country to get married or renew their vows en masse. And they apparently more than 2,000 couples tied the knot or renewed their vows on Valentine's Day in recent years.
Like they share a wedding day almost.
Yeah.
Or is it
it's
just
like a massive wedding? Yeah.
Wow.
But they
I think I've seen this before. I think I've seen pictures of it, and there's just like thousands of couples.
I think the government gives them money towards like photographers. I think they have like they put a photographer on, and then like you get like all of that included. So I feel like it's kind of like the novelty of like this Valentine's Day on mass weddings. So you kind of I want to say they're like churning them out one after the other, and then you go to the same place, and it's done in like a public area. And
oh my god, imagine like everybody fighting for the good spots for the photos.
Yeah.
What do you think about getting married? You know, like joint weddings and stuff. Like, what do you think?
I'm not up for that.
No.
Yes.
Be all about me.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that's the glory of having a wedding. It's like you're the centre of attention, right?
But I suppose this works if it's almost like an elopement.
Yeah,
if you want to do like an elopement and you want to get married on the cheap.
Yes, definitely. Like if you wanted to be like I got married and it was like this, like it's kind of like a novelty thing, cool. You know. Yeah. I feel like it's a bit like if you went to Vegas and got married. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not. Yeah. It's a similar kind of vibe, right?
Yeah. I like that.
But yeah,
nice.
That was that. But I think that's everything I've seen this week in the news to do with weddings.
Yeah.
So, but if you've seen anything, guys, and you want to get in touch, let us know.
Send it.
Anything as ugly as the new wedding Birkenstock, and you think, no, this is gonna, outshine that, then do send it in because we love to see it.
Yeah, we love it when people share random news with us.
We do.
We just get like in the DMs like a random
article. Have you seen this?
Like, no, we didn't see it. Nah, I like that.
I like that a lot.
Should we go on to the listeners' questions?
Yes. So I've got here, hello, I love your podcast. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I've been listening religiously since getting engaged and learnt so much, so thank you.
That's
so nice to hear. We are getting married in June this year. We're having a marquee wedding at home.
Ooh, nice. Whoa. Do you have a wedding coordinator?
She's just shameless.
Not necessarily me, but you need a wedding coordinator.
Yeah,
people
so true.
Always forget this on an at-home wedding.
No, it is true.
You don't have a coordinator.
Yeah, on our marquee wedding episode, we did a special, didn't we? And that was like the biggest thing you need because
100%. And the biggest thing that people think that they can do without.
But then I suppose they've taken all the tips from this amazing podcast.
Well, they've definitely got one. Yeah.
And they're going to have a farewell brunch the day after. Do you have any advice on how to make it special? We're having our reception around a lake, so we're thinking something water-based. A friend of ours hired an ice cream truck, but any other ideas, really welcome.
So this is for the brunch the next day. What can they do? I mean, everyone's going to be hungover.
Yeah.
So you want some nice greasy bacon baps. Some nice tea, maybe get like a tea and coffee truck. You can get like those really cool like little trucks and they come along and people can then go and have like a really good coffee and some nice juices, bottled water. Very important.
Oh, yeah, very important.
You could do like a little hangover station. Yeah, like a little hydration station. You know, like with the big Kilner jars with like different waters.
With different flavours.
You can put like your cucumber and that in it. Yeah, and like you have one with bits of orange in it. Yeah. You can get your coordinator to set all of this up for you. Some, glasses or just use paper cups, whatever. And you could then have like some like like Barocca and stuff, and you got to get the old seltzers,
hydration salts,
not seltzers,
rehydration,
seltzer,
Diorolite.
You could have some beers as like a hair of the dog. But you could do like very like hangover kind of vibes. But other than that, I would really say I wouldn't be going too overboard.
Yeah,
because people are like hungover. They just want grub and they want some to hydrate. I remember at mine, right? So we just had like a breakfast the next day, and the people that did our pizza came back and did they did like breakfast baps and whatever, and somehow. Not the most organised people. They'd forgot. I don't know if they'd forgot or whatever. It hadn't been communicated by the girl that does their admin, but they didn't do tea and coffee.
Oh.
And we did juice, we did water, so that was fine. But a couple of people were a bit like, I mean, a lot of people had stayed in like hotels and stuff anyway, so they had a coffee in the morning, so it was okay. But a couple of people were like, "Oh, is there any coffee?"
Yeah.
And I do think that's needed, and that's all people care about. And we just did it for a couple of hours, didn't we? And people were just tired. We was all chatting about the night before. They just wanted a coffee and a bacon bap.
Yeah.
You know?
Can't go wrong, can you?
You can't.
I don't know whether they wanted to include something that made it like, because they said it's around the lake. Is there any way we can kind of incorporate that into a theme?
Something on the lake. Swim.
Oh
my God, that would be cool. Like, bring your cozies, we'll do and that's going to sort
freshwater swim. Yeah. That's a good idea.
If you can swim in that lake, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be doing like competitions, like getting up like like a start and a finish and getting people to race and things like that. Oh, you could do like one that get people to make a little boat or get like a little duck race.
Oh my God, like when you do like the team building exercises and you have to build a raft.
And everyone's got oh my God, you could do something like that. Or like you duck race. You know, like when you go to like the Cotswolds and like boards on the water and they do them in the summer.
I know
what you mean. Bring a little boat or they have like ducks or something like toys that move in the water.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And you could do little like duck
like a
racing.
Fake boat or remote control thing.
Yeah, you should do something like that.
That's a good idea. Oh, look at us. We're like just full of ideas, guys.
Full of ideas.
What do we say?
You could do you could like chuck loads of stuff in the lake, like I don't know.
Just stuff, you know.
And you could
just
go like fishing for stuff. Go fishing. But not for fish.
Yeah, you know, catch a fish and you can cook it over Barbie.
You know, like Lucky Dip, but you're going into the lake. But you'd need something that could get wet, so maybe that's no, but you could do like little mini buckets with like chocolates in them or something, and then you got to use your fishing line to try and hook it. Get a little bucket. Oh, what have you got? What's in yours?
What's in yours?
Oh, you got some celebrations.
Nice.
You got some jelly tots. All right, maybe that's a bit shit. Yeah, I think this really depends. You've put farewell brunch. So if it is the idea that you just want to gather people, have a laugh about the night before, you know, find out the gossip, find out the stories, find out which of your friends fell asleep in a bush. I would just very much focus the budget on food and drink. You could do some really nice. A lot of my couples that do brunches do the old Bloody Marys.
Oh. Lush,
things like that, you know, some cocktails and stuff. But if you're looking to do like, I've got a couple this year that are having a full-on event the next day. It's like 11 till 4 pool party, you know, they'll have a DJ, stuff like that. That if you want it a bit more
than that,
of a party
make it
vibe.
More of a
but if it is just
that's just like making it into something else, isn't it? Like a whole
so that's a full day thing, which there's loads of things you could do for that. There's loads of cool stuff. You can have like another full-on wedding pretty much, but you know, entertainment, everything. But you've put farewell brunch, so I'm thinking this is a couple of hours in the morning.
Thanks for coming,
So you want that stodgy food? I mean, your friend had an ice cream van. What was that thing you found?
On the boat. Yeah, basically it's a bar, and they come on a little like rowboat thing, I think it was. But you hire it, but they'll come like if you've got water, I presume it comes on like the back of a trailer, and then they just like stick it in. So that would be really cool.
If you're looking to do a full event, there's loads of stuff you can do. You can do like free and like fun, you know, like fun fair stalls and things like that. You can
you could hire those pedalo things, you know.
Yeah, like mini golf. You can hire I had a couple once hire like a mini golf course. You can do stuff like that. Like there's loads of stuff you can do. But if it's a couple of hours, I would get a really nice like coffee truck that comes along. There's quite a few that do that will do like Italian coffee, and they'll bring like the cannolis, you know, like sweet cannolis,
yes,
and things like that as well. You could get like a little toasty van. That would go down a treat. Cheese and ham toasties in the morning.
I'm so hungry as well.
My mouth is watering just thinking about it. And they could probably do your bacon baps as well. Yeah. Any kind of like cool food, but stuff you'll eat in like, you know, morning lunchy kind of time. But I wouldn't go too crazy. People are going to be hungover. Yeah, they just want to get out home. To be honest, they want to come, say bye, eat something greasy, and go. That's what happened at my breakfast the next day. Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening, guys. That's us for today. You know where you can find us. We are on TikTok. We're on Instagram. It's @letsgetyouwedpodcast. We are also now on YouTube, so you can see us. Hello there.
You watched us. Thank you. Hello.
Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. It's obviously the link is / and it's Let's Get You Wed on YouTube.
Yeah, or you can literally just go in the search bar. Let's Get You Wed.
Look us up. Yeah,
we're there. Boom.
We are there.
Don't you think it's always funny? Like sometimes you listen to podcasts and you don't actually know what they look like, and you always like forge an image and of what someone looks like, and then you actually see them and you're like, oh.
I wonder what people thought.
What did you think about us?
I look a lot different to our marketing pictures. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like to talk about that, so we'll get a new one soon, guys.
Yes, we are.
And make sure you email us with any questions, any messages for us. It's letsgetyouwedpodcast@gmail.com. So get in touch and we will speak to you next week.
Have a lovely Valentine's,
Valentine.